Yeah, I took it out for granted. I was looking out for family. I was looking out the fastest. I was coming out the baddest. I was cooking, I was trapping. I was looking for the balance. I was looking through the basket. Now my stomach looked the fattest. Big old buckets full of carrots, like my enemy. Still, I can't see how this can happen. I saw a print in need. I just can't turn around and go back with shit that meant to leave. I just can't turn around and look backwards, there ain't shit to see. I bumped my head so many times. I done seen so many signs. I done dreamed so many lies.
I done seen so many eyes. Mic check, microphone check. What it do, world? It is me, BearFeezie. I am back. Episode 177. This is where you get your morning motivation, inspiration, daily words of encouragement, man. I done live again. I'm back again. It's early. I was real close to being on time today, actually. It's 5:58. I'm feeling good, feeling better. I feel I have a great routine for success. Now all I gotta do now is just stick to it. So, practice. Every day, getting better and better. So, yeah, man. And I said all that to say, man, it's time for you to wake your ugly ass up. Let's get out of bed and work on those ideas that you have stuck inside your head. Even though it's still dark outside, you're officially live at 5:55 with the God. Welcome. Good morning. It is another day that the big God has made, man. We shall rejoice and be glad. It is Monday. I think today the 3rd. I believe it's the 3rd. Yeah, man, August 3rd. Monday, August 3rd, man. It's a great day. School starting back this week. I still gotta go to work today. If you pay rent, your rent is due to avoid any late charges. If you pay mortgage, I guess it's different guidelines on mortgage. Just depends on how you work that out, what you signed up for. But yeah, man, all is well. Just staying at it, man. Just staying at it, staying active. Not stopping. Let me see what I got on the list today. Let's see what we on. Let's see. Okay, today, man. I honestly believe that we talk about the most honorable Elijah Muhammad, that self-improvement is the basis of community development. Meaning, before you expect everything, to be corrected outside, before you can expect anything to be corrected in your neighborhood, in the world, you got to start with yourself. You got to start by, improving yourself, getting yourself together. And of course, while working on yourself, if everybody was working on developing, improving themselves, then that just makes the world a better place. That just makes the community a safer place, a better place to live. And so, that's what that's what it is. That's what it's mostly about, man. If you can improve yourself. And the only thing about, improving, taking yourself to that next level is dedicating yourself. And we were talking about, man, how if you can get an hour of self improvement out of 24 hours, if you can get 20 minutes, if you can get 15, 20 minutes of self improvement every day, working out, studying, research, eating cleaner, just being intentional and making better choices with your time, with your energy, doing this on purpose, this will be beneficial. And the more you do it, the more you make it repetition and just intentionally every day. I'm doing this. I'm giving it 20 minutes here. I'm giving it 20 minutes every day. And then the more you do it, as it become a repetition, those 20 minutes are turned into 40 minutes, then an hour. And then you won't feel right without doing this daily routine of improvement. I'm going to read for 20 minutes. I'm going to study for 20 minutes. I'm going to practice whatever it is that you really want to do with your life. I'm going to practice for 20 minutes. I'm going to work out. And then as time long, you're doing it every day. As time goes, I'm going to do it for 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I'm going to do it for an hour. I'm going to pray, be intentional, praying, studying, researching, learning, reading. And as time goes, now I'm just being a better person. Now I am improving. And this is how you become something great. This is how you become a success story. A lot of us, hey, good morning. Good morning, brother. How you doing, man? CJ, I hope all is well, man. This is how you become a better person. See, a lot of us are waiting on a big break. A lot of us are waiting for something extraordinary to happen out of nowhere. And we're like, man, my time coming. Man, my time coming. You know what I mean? I know God gonna make a way. I know He's going to make it happen for me. And we forget about the effort that we have to put in order to make it happen. Your time is coming because you've made a way. Your time is coming because you've took those small steps in small increments every day, and then it becomes a colossal impact on you, a colossal impact on your life. And just those little small steps day by day, 30 minutes, an hour, every day, you're putting that work, you're putting that effort, you're putting that time in, then all of a sudden it has, as a collective, it has turned you into a different individual. People are noticing this day by day, one person at a time, are noticing the effort, noticing the work. And now you have a brand. Now you've created something and produced something that you can sell. Now people are looking at you, willing to purchase what you have because of the dedication. It's not, hey, good morning, kinfolk. It's not something that's a big break. It's not just all of a sudden I'm just on the scene. All of a sudden the brand is on the map. All of a sudden I have a big a big audience. All of a sudden I'm sold out. My website is sold out. All of a sudden I produce one big thing, and it doesn't happen like that. All of a sudden I have a long line in front of the store. All of a sudden I have a food truck, and nah, man, it takes one customer at a time. It takes you starting with just a skillet. It takes you starting getting one customer, cutting one head, doing one person's hair. It takes one sale. It takes you researching It takes you studying. It takes days, weeks, years of information, and then applying, and then passing the test, and then it's a lot of background work. It's a lot of stuff that people don't see. It's a lot of time in the dark that you don't get applauded for. And until 5, 6 years, 8 years later is graduation time. Now everybody is showing up. So I don't want you to think, man, that you just gonna bust on the scene and that everything is just gonna work out. God just gonna wave a wand one day, and it's just gonna be a massive change in your life. And all of a sudden, I mean, the opportunity is every day. The opportunity to get one eyeball on you, one set of eyeballs on you is every day. One person at a time. The opportunity of improvement is every day, because it's not about the big break. It's not about waiting for the big break. It's not about, you know what I mean, just waiting and one day God is just going to provide a big change. It's about those small steps that, because God is producing that opportunity every day. You're not taking advantage. You're not being productive. You are not utilizing your time the best way you can. And so years have passed and you still have the idea. So much time has passed and you still have those thoughts, but you've never attempted. You never put it into work. You have never made out a plan and took it step by step and worked towards those plans every day. And so now you're 30, you're 40, you're 50, you're 60, and you don't even have the energy that you used to have. You wasted your best days hoping and wishing and drinking and smoking, partying and kicking it and chilling and scrolling and watching. And now the time has passed. You don't have the energy. You don't have the will. You don't have the ability that you used to have. You don't have it like you used to. Now it's shoulda, woulda, couldas when all you had to do was take baby steps. Right, left. All you had to do was, you know what I mean, a little bit at a time. All you had to do was attempt on a daily basis, get in a routine, and you failed to do it. Time passed and you failed to prepare. Time passed and you failed to, research, look it up, get the shit that you needed. And man, this is very important because you're only gonna go as far as your try. Because, everybody attempts, but they just attempt for a week. And when it don't happen as fast for them, you know what I mean, it's over. That's the only difference between a winner and a loser. The loser stopped. They took that loss and they stopped at that loss. The winner took the loss and learned from it and kept going. Man, square business, man. That's why I'm doing it, man. This ain't me. I appreciate that. See, Jai, this ain't me, man. I'm just using a voice that, I got this from somewhere. I got this, you know what I mean? This on my mind every day. So I gotta, and that's what it is. It's something in you that you really want to do, but you done stop. It didn't happen as fast as you wanted to do it. So shit, fuck it. You know what I mean? When, now I got a job, I'm just gonna fuck it. Give me a job, a car, and a little apartment, bring the little apartment to bring the bitches through. Fuck it. Give me a bottle in a you know what I mean, in a pack. Just gonna fire that shit up and chill, you know what I mean? And then it's all this is really just to suppress what's really in us. It's something that you can't get off of. It's something that's in the back of your mind that you really want to do, but you know what I mean, you can't get off of it, man. But maybe I just get high, call up baby. Maybe I'm just gonna get drunk and hit the scene and see what it do. And and it's all right to celebrate, but every day is time wasted. Because every day that hour, that energy that you putting in to getting dressed, that energy that you putting in to hit the scene, that energy that we putting into everything else, everybody else, We can be putting that into ourselves, into our legacy, to what we actually trying to build. We can be using that energy to build something. And see, that's the thing, man. We want to be seen so bad. We want everybody to see it. You know what I mean? Even if, we ain't really got shit. Ain't nobody really got shit. We behind in so many areas, you know what I mean? We can talk about that, but you see it. We behind in so many areas, man, but we want to be seen so bad. You know what I mean? Instead of working, instead of producing, instead of staying in the dark, building, creating, developing. We want to be seen with, the little shit that we do have. The shit they done tricked us into getting. And hey, and I ain't and I ain't trying to beat nobody up because I got the same problem. I got the same issues. So don't think I'm saying I'm better or I'm greater than thee or however. I ain't trying to act like I ain't got the same problems. I ain't fighting the same trials and tribulations that you fighting against. I ain't got the same shit in my head. I ain't going through the same shit. You know what I mean? Cause shit, it's just some shit that done been passed down in us, passed down to us, and not something physical. It's like a mindset, a mind frame that we just pick up. I look at my son, man, and he like to be fresh, and he like to buy shit, and he getting his check now, and you know what I mean, and shit. He got that from me and his mama. You know what I mean? We kept him fresh. We kept him in the latest shit and the new shit, and he can't go nowhere without, you know what I mean? Even though I believe he a handsome young man, and he, you know what I mean? He got the G.I. Joe physique. But shit, nigga still got to put that shit on. You know what I mean? We still don't feel right without the brand on. We still don't feel right if we ain't in style. And I told him, bro, you need to go everywhere in your uniform. You a soldier. And shit, and as soon as you get a chance, I want to take this shit off and put some shit on, that I like. And that's how I am. That's how I've always been. That's how his mama is. Shit, you just, you look better, you seem better, but shit, how good is we gonna look? Like, you know what I mean? How long are we gonna look the part without actually being the part? Like, it's enough because, I grew up, I went to Lake Highlands, man, and I grew up around Caucasian folks. And all the Caucasian folks had cars when we was in school. I probably can count the number of niggas that had cars. You know what I mean? All the Caucasian folks, they it's just a difference. They didn't worry about how they looked. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure they did. But the branding and it's a different type of mindset that they have. You know what I mean? When we start school, like we gotta shop. You know what I mean? And honestly, I'm gonna get out of here. I remember this how I started selling dope because my mama wasn't able to buy me something for going back to school. And shit, I'd be damned if I go back to school without nothing new. You know what I mean? So shit, I'm selling crack now. I done went the block. I'm in the 8th grade. I'm like 14 years old. I'm selling crack. It's a mindset. This shit, I gotta have it. I gotta look like something. You know what I mean? And I'm 39 now. And you know what I mean? I done got away from it a little. But it's baby steps. It's you know what I mean? It's really a mindset that we gotta change. Not only, you know what I mean, in ourselves first, before we expect it to change in the community. And so this is just the thoughts of me, and this is why I get up, just so hopefully this will impact, hopefully this will reach somebody, and I'm gonna end with that shit ain't more important than the idea, the creative idea that you have in your head that you have not worked on yet, that you have not followed all the way through with yet. That shit ain't more important than you developing something and shit. Getting what you really want done, accomplished, and completed is not more important than you. And I mean, I hope this made sense, man. Nah, square business, man. Square business, man. That should have changed. That should have do something to us, man. But you know, every day we learn something new. You know, and it's all about, you know, once you get the lesson, it's on you to apply it, to learn it. It's on you to learn it and then apply it. Otherwise, you just keep going through the same cycle. You just keep going through the same shit. God keeps putting the same lesson in front of you until you get it. And once you get it, man, it's on you to pass it down and to tell the story and to, you know, so other folks will get it. That's why we got the Bible, you know, because folks weren't afraid to say how the God impacted them. So that's all it is, man. I am BearFeezie. This has been another episode of Live at 5:55. You should be seeing me every day, 5:55 in the morning, just giving game some news that we can use, some game to help us refrain from being lame. And life is so simple, man, that it's easy. But with all the trauma and all the shit that we done been through, man, we just make it difficult. The chains is off us physically, but they still got us trapped. They still got this shit on our mind. And that shit, oof, you gotta break it. This has been another episode. If you really want to be successful, man, you gotta do more than act like it. You gotta do more than look like it. You have to work, produce like it, man. It's a real effort. I am BearFeezie, man. Don't stop. Peace.